Good morning, my little blueberry ghosts. Good morning, my little pumpkin Pop-Tarts. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope everybody's having a really good day. I woke up this morning and there's ice, and I am not ready for that. I cannot take this kind of commitment. It's too much for me. It's a little bit too much. So there's definitely some ice outside. So I have some hot cocoa over here next to me to help warm me up. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. My name is Carrington. Welcome back to another video. Or if this is your first time here, then hi. If you enjoy testing out new makeup, testing out old makeup, shop my stashes, get ready with me, nothing new, hauls, whether that be makeup, non-makeup, giveaways, sprinkling in some true crime here and there, then definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you be notified of all my future uploads. As well, if this is your 10th time, 100th time, 50th time, second time here, and you still have not yet hit that subscribe button, then I absolutely invite you to do so. And let's go ahead and get into an exciting video. I made a purchase from Alien Cosmetics and it just got here. And I'm so excited. So I placed I ordered two things at the same time. So they released two collections. This is the In the Dark collection, and this is like Smells Like Holiday Spirit. Today I'm wearing like a very dark gray, and I've got black pants. So I decided I wanted to try out the In the Dark collection. So it comes in like this really cute little box. It opens up, and inside you get a couple of different things. So first things first is you get an eyeshadow palette. And this definitely is a very dark, spooky-esque kind of a palette. You've got some grays, you've got some purples, you've got a lot of really beautiful grunge colors. You kind of have two duochromes. So you have Illusion right here, which is like a pink, purple, pink kind of a shift. And then you have Numinous, which is kind of like a white, purple, pink, gray kind of a shift. So you've got some beautiful tones in that palette. And then you have a highlighter. This is in the shade Flicker. I'm going to be honest with you, I can't remember what any of this stuff looks like. I just got online and blacked. Okay. It's a blue highlighter. So interesting. And then last up is this. It says it's Glint. The shade name is Glint. Okay, it's a lip gloss. Took me a minute to find it. Don't worry. We're here. Okay. All right. So we've got a lot of different things going on with this collection. Definitely 100% a lot of different things. So, what I'm going to do first is we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive into some swatches, and then we're going to go ahead and get on into the look. All right, so we have swatches of everything right here. This is quite an interesting collection. Let me just first and foremost say that. Definitely has some different variability. Okay, so first off we have the shade Illusion. Here is Paranormal. We have Obscure. Oh my, what does this say? What? Preternatural? I've never heard of that. In the Dark, Ascent, Shadows, and then right here is that Numinous. Here's that highlighter shade Flicker, and then here is the gloss, which is Glint. So we've definitely got a lot of different things going on here. We've got a lot of different tones in here. The gloss, however, is purple, but the highlighter is more blue. So we have a lot of different diversity in here. So let's go ahead and let's dive on into the look now. All right, so I'm gonna try out a couple different things here. So I'm gonna go first into the shade right here called Shadows. And we'll just, here's the thing, can't really tell if it coated the brush or not, just because it's a dark shade. My brush hairs are dark, but I would say it most definitely did. Wow. This is definitely darker than I thought it was going to be. Oh, these shadows really do pack some pigment. So definitely just take your time. Don't overcoat your brush like I potentially just did. And now I'm just gonna have to sit here and work my blending magic because I may have went a little bit, possibly a little bit crazy. Yikes. Let me just say that was a lot more pigmented than I was thinking. Like a lot. Okay. Moving on then. Let's try to go in with the shade Prater Natural. I think that's what we're going to go for. Because I want to tie in the purple somehow. And just start this in like the crease, lower part of the crease, and blend. I think this is going to be one of those I'm going to have to trust the process because this is turning into a disaster. So let's go into the outer corner and the shade right here called In the Dark and see how well this goes. Part about this whole thing that, like, at least for me anyways, that sucks is that I can't find my lash glue. So like I feel like lashes, some liner could really like pull this together. I have no idea where my lash glue is. None. No idea. So could I have some in my lash drawer? I might have to look, but for the most part didn't really have a lot of lash glue. But if I do, I think that'll pull this look a lot more together than how this is going. Okay, so these two shades are our shimmers, and I feel like they're more, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like, I hate, like, what do I want to say? Duochrome-esque. So I think I'm going to take the shade right here, Ascend, the lightest one on the palette, and I'm just going to start kind of covering up my lid. Just covering up like my whole entire lid with some sort of a base. Just to give those shadows a little bit of something underneath. Okay. There we go. I think that's looking much cuter. This is looking cuter than I thought it was going to. It's a little bit nervous, but I think it adds some character. I feel like that has a little bit more purple, and instead of trying to make both shimmers work like I normally do, I'm just going to go in with the one and just start to tap over it. I feel like that purple helped underneath. I really feel like that did help quite a bit. All right, here's what we've got going so far. I will say this, it's not bad. I thought we were going to go in a different direction, but I think it turned out pretty okay. Alright, so now I am going to go ahead, go do as much of the rest of my makeup off of camera so I can come back so we can do the highlights, lower lash line, and lip gloss. Okay, so here we are for the most part. Let's go ahead and let's dive on into the lower lash line. So I think I'm gonna want to kind of mimic a little bit that I did on the upper. So I'm just gonna dip into that shade Shadows and just really start to like smoke that out right along that lower lash line. Then we'll go into that Preternatural. I need to look up how to say that word. Like, that's just what I need to do. And focus that along the lash line, closer to the lash line, not quite as smoked out. I feel like this look is starting to come together. I was real nervous, but don't you worry. And then I'm going to go into that In the Dark shade and just lightly smoke that right on the outer portion, right up against that lash line. Really smoke that. So then I think I'm going to take that Illusion shade right here and I will focus that kind of on the inner corner. See, this might take a little bit of building up to get a good intensity, just because it is more of that like white based kind of a shimmer duochrome instead of like a black base, which would make it pop more. Just like that. Took about 3 to 4 layers. We have this shade right here, Flicker. It's going to take that on a highlighting brush. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, too deep? I don't think it's too deep. Okay. This might be a little bit too deep for me, truthfully. But I don't... Yeah, just ever so slightly. It's a little bit too dark for me. I'm just going to take like the very tip of it and just like focus that like right underneath my brow bone. So then last thing to do is the gloss in the shade Glint. Kind of nervous about this as well. Alright, and this is it for the final look. What do you guys think? I was really nervous this was not going to come together, but I think that it definitely did end up coming together. Let me know what you guys think. I added on some jewelry today. I don't do that a ton, but I am loving the jewelry that I did select. So let me know what you guys think down below. What do you guys think of this collection? What do you think of this look? I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about my final thoughts. Now, I really like this. I'm kind of shocked it turned out as good as it did. These are definitely some very deep, dark, grunge type colors. The only thing I wish that maybe was slightly a little bit different about this palette was these shimmers. I think the shimmers are really beautiful, but I don't think this would look as beautiful if I didn't put something on underneath. I think I would have really appreciated just one of these being in here and then having one that has more of like a black based shimmer to it. Just so I'm not having to put something on underneath. But I think the shade that I did choose looked beautiful. The look turned out really nice. I like that it has a mirror. I really love the artwork. In a way, it kind of gives me like Edward Scissorhand vibes. Like, this is the castle that he's in and it's like snowing. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but that's just kind of what it reminds me of. So, the eyeshadow palette is really nice, especially if you like some really unique kind of grunge color stories. This is definitely grunge. Definitely unique to my collection. So I really do appreciate this. I really like this. In terms of this highlighter, it's just a little bit too deep for me. I don't necessarily hate this just because, like, I mean, look how beautiful that is. That's so beautiful. I just kind of, I think when it comes to like the palette and this, I maybe kind of wish that maybe the highlighter was either purple and the lip gloss stayed purple, or the lip gloss was blue and this stayed blue. I just kind of feel like they kind of, in a way, almost clash just a little bit, and it's not necessarily my favorite. And so honestly, I have these new Revlon Color Stay Satin Ink, and I kind of want to put on this black cherry shade over this. I just don't really care for this color with my eye look. So I like this color a little bit more, but this is definitely like a really streaky kind of formula. I just got these for Christmas from my kids. So, you know, definitely something I have to play around with. But overall, I'm really happy with the collection. I just kind of wish that like the highlighter and the gloss kind of went together a little bit more. But overall, I think the palette is super cute. I think that like if you did like a more blue look, or like the look I did today, you could use like the blue highlighter like I did and do something different on the lips, or you could do, you know, a different highlighter and, you know, the lip gloss on the lips. So I think you have the ability to play around with that. I just, for me personally, wanted everything to be just a little bit more cohesive. So that was just kind of my final thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you enjoyed this video, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!